あれでか階段か誰かんちの階段だなやばいねあれ
Good evening, and welcome to our latest weather report from Japan. Today, we turn our attention to Kashiwa City in Chiba Prefecture, where periods of heavy rain have raised concerns about flooding, dangerous road conditions, and disruption to daily life. As rainfall intensifies, water can quickly accumulate across urban streets, drainage systems can become overwhelmed, and low-lying areas may be particularly vulnerable to flooding. For residents and commuters, the situation serves as another reminder of how quickly severe weather can transform ordinary city streets into hazardous areas. In this report, we will look at the heavy rain affecting Kashiwa, the potential for flooding, the impact on transportation and communities, and the precautions residents should take as wet weather continues. Kashiwa is located in northwestern Chiba Prefecture, within the Greater Tokyo metropolitan area. The city is highly urbanized with residential neighborhoods, commercial districts, major roads, railways, and densely populated communities. Because of this urban environment, intense rainfall can create significant challenges. When large amounts of rain fall over a short period, drainage systems may struggle to move water away quickly enough. Water can collect on roads, flow into underpasses, and accumulate in areas where the ground is unable to absorb additional rainfall. During periods of intense rain, even streets that normally appear completely safe can become difficult to navigate. One of the most immediate concerns is flooding on roads. As rainfall continues, water may begin collecting along streets and intersections. In areas with poor drainage or lower elevation, the depth can increase rapidly. For drivers, even relatively shallow floodwater can be dangerous. Vehicles may lose traction, engines can be damaged, and drivers may have difficulty judging the actual depth of water covering the road. That is why authorities routinely warn motorists not to drive through flooded streets when the depth or condition of the road cannot be clearly determined. For pedestrians, the risks are also serious. Floodwater can hide open drains, damage pavement, curbs, debris, or other obstacles. Fast-moving water can also become extremely dangerous, even when it does not appear particularly deep. Residents should therefore avoid walking through flowing floodwater whenever possible. The heavy rainfall can also place pressure on urban infrastructure. Drainage channels, storm sewers, rivers, and smaller waterways may receive enormous volumes of water during intense rainfall. If rainfall continues for several hours, the situation can become more complicated because water levels may continue rising even after the strongest rain temporarily weakens. This means residents should not assume that the danger has ended simply because rainfall becomes lighter. Another major concern is transportation. Kashiwa is an important part of the Greater Tokyo metropolitan region, and many people travel through the city every day for work, school, shopping, and other activities. Heavy rainfall can lead to slower traffic, reduced visibility, flooded roads, and possible disruptions to rail and bus services. For commuters, even a relatively short period of severe rain can create significant delays. Drivers may also encounter standing water on major roads, while pedestrians can face difficult conditions at intersections and around railway stations. During the most intense rainfall, people are encouraged to consider whether their journey is truly necessary. If travel is unavoidable, checking the latest transportation information and weather warnings before leaving is essential. The situation can change quickly. Another important issue is the risk of localized flooding. Heavy rain does not always affect every part of a city equally. One neighborhood may experience only moderate rainfall, while another area nearby receives much heavier precipitation. This can result in very different conditions from one part of Kashiwa to another. Residents living near rivers, waterways, drainage channels, and low-lying areas should pay particular attention to official warnings and evacuation information. Authorities may issue different levels of alerts depending on the severity of the threat. Residents should understand the meaning of these warnings and know in advance where they can move to safer ground if necessary. Preparation is especially important during periods of prolonged rain. People should keep their mobile phones charged, monitor weather updates, and make sure emergency supplies are easily accessible. Important documents, medicines, flashlights, portable batteries, drinking water, and basic food supplies should be prepared before conditions deteriorate. Families should also discuss what they would do if flooding becomes severe. Knowing the safest route away from a dangerous area can save valuable time during an emergency.
髪切ったんだ。かわいいね。この一言でクビだよ。すべてを失ったあいつは。
People should never wait until floodwater has already entered their homes before thinking about evacuation. If authorities advise residents to move to a safer location, instructions should be taken seriously. The elderly, children, people with disabilities, and anyone who may have difficulty moving quickly should be given additional assistance. Pets should also be included in emergency planning. For residents in areas vulnerable to flooding, one of the most important precautions is to monitor official information continuously. Weather conditions can develop rapidly, especially when heavy rain systems remain over the same region. Warnings issued earlier in the day may be updated as rainfall totals increase or water levels rise. Residents should therefore rely on official Japanese weather and disaster management information rather than rumors or unverified social media posts. The situation in Kashiwa also highlights a broader challenge facing many urban areas across Japan. Japan has extensive experience dealing with heavy rainfall, flooding, typhoons, and other extreme weather events. Cities have developed drainage systems, flood control infrastructure, warning systems, and evacuation procedures to reduce the risks. However, extremely intense rainfall can still overwhelm infrastructure and create dangerous conditions within a short period. Climate and weather patterns are also receiving increasing attention as communities prepare for more frequent episodes of extreme rainfall. For residents, the key lesson is simple. Preparation must begin before the water rises. If you are currently in Kashiwa or elsewhere in Chiba Prefecture and experiencing heavy rain, avoid unnecessary travel. Do not enter flooded roads or underpasses. Stay away from fast-moving water and riverbanks during dangerous weather. If you are driving and encounter significant flooding, turn around and find an alternative route rather than attempting to cross. And if evacuation information is issued for your area, follow the instructions from local authorities. The coming hours will be important as residents and officials monitor rainfall intensity, drainage conditions, river and waterway levels, and the possibility of additional flooding. Even if conditions temporarily improve, additional rainfall could cause renewed problems. For that reason, vigilance remains essential. The heavy rain affecting Kashiwa is a reminder that urban flooding can develop quickly and with little warning. A normal road can become submerged. A routine commute can turn into a dangerous journey. And a few hours of intense rainfall can place enormous pressure on a city's infrastructure. For everyone in affected areas, safety should remain the highest priority. Keep monitoring official weather information, prepare emergency supplies, and be ready to change your plans if conditions deteriorate. Most importantly, never underestimate floodwater. What looks like a shallow stream across a road may conceal hazards beneath the surface or be moving with enough force to sweep away a person or vehicle. As Kashiwa continues to face periods of heavy rain, residents are being reminded to stay alert, stay informed, and take precautions seriously. We will continue to follow developments and provide updates as more information becomes available. Thank you for watching. If you found this report useful, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for the latest updates on extreme weather, flooding, storms, earthquakes, and other major events around the world. Stay safe, stay alert, and we will see you in the next report.